2 words, Nick Shirley. If you have not looked him up, go right ahead. He is exposing fraud and calling people out. There is a multi-million-dollar fraud happening, I believe it's in Minnesota, regarding fake child care centers and also fraudulent medical insurance offices or something along those lines. So this one guy was trying to expose, doing his research, etc. So Nick teamed up with this guy, and they went to a bunch of daycares in Minnesota run by Somalis, and guess what? There's no kids, and they're receiving $1 million plus per year because they're stating they have 50, 90 kids enrolled, and they're not open. State of Minnesota is not even checking their books. And I can tell you, as a former daycare provider who had a child care at my home on Fort Lewis, Washington. Now, how I got into it years ago was I served in the military, took my honorable. My husband then was still in. I wanted to make some extra money because we had 2 young girls at home, and I thought I can do something, and opening a daycare in my home on base allowed me the opportunity to bring in extra money, be home with my girls, and contribute. And so anyways, running a daycare in the military is, you can't just open one. You have to go to an office, sign up, go through classes, certifications. You are assigned a worker, or kind of like a supervisor, caseworker type thing. They come to your house once a month. They make sure everything's legit. And you have to be on the up and up. And then if you're not, you can't run one. And then along with that, the people who pay you are the parents that bring their children to your care. You don't get paid through the Army or the base. You are paid through the proper way. So anyways, he's exposing all of this. I guess they're taking action. But I thought, okay, so they take action and shut him down. But if you can imagine getting $1 million a year, you're going to buy a house, buy vehicles, etc. You're going to have material goods. So I looked into it. So what happens if you commit fraud? If you commit tax fraud in the U.S., the government via the IRS and DOJ can seize your property, meaning assets, vehicles, real estate, etc., through tax levies for unpaid debts or criminal forfeiture if the assets are linked to fraudulent activity. Even without conviction in civil cases, using tools like notice of levy and asset forfeiture, and can take almost anything to cover the debt or proceeds of crime. So if they're caught and they have committed fraud, then they can have all of their assets taken too. And not only that, if they came here under false pretenses, can we revoke their status and send them back to where they came from? Don't you think that's the right thing to do? I don't know where the checks and balances are, and I don't know how the heck this kid, I can call him a kid, he's younger than me, Nick Shirley, deserves the Medal of Honor, Peacekeeping Award, and he deserves a reward for for exposing all of this. And not only that, the man going along with Nick Shirley, he's had death threats. So he deserves an award too. But why does it take someone like him to expose when even the people in the neighborhood that he's interviewing, they all know what's going on? So if you see fraud, report it. What are you waiting for? Is that what you want your tax dollars to go to? I don't think so. So anyways, that's all I've got, and I'll be back.